an update for you from Punjab, where you'll remember just 2 days ago, the Aam Aadmi Party won elections in a landslide. Now, the AAP Chief Convener Arvind Kejriwal and the Chief Minister-elect Bhagwant Mann, they are, as we speak, holding a massive roadshow in Amritsar. We're showing you some of the footage right now on your screens. The city police, the administration, they've all made elaborate arrangements. You'll remember this is a historic win. It's so important because not only has AAP won 9 out of the 11 constituencies in just the Amritsar district, this is so important because with this, AAP has established its power outside of just Delhi. Some are saying that now they are an actual national party contender. Now, Mann and the AAP convener Arvind Kejriwal, they've offered prayers at the Golden Temple. They've also paid tribute to martyrs at the Jallianwala Bagh. My colleague Rupashri Nanda, who tracks AAP and has brought us updates about the elections, is with us right now. Rupashri, could you tell us more?
Well, the roadshow is still on, and as you can see on your pictures on the screen, you can see Aam Aadmi Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal on one side and Bhagwant Mann on the other. Now, there was an expectation that perhaps the party convener is going to speak at some point in the rally, but that has not happened so far. So essentially, everybody is waiting to see whether he has anything to say or not, because this is the first visit to Punjab after the election results. And remember, Aam Aadmi Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal has also been campaigning vigorously in Punjab over the past 1 year almost. And in the last few days before the run-up to the polls, he was almost stationed there for 10 days before returning to Delhi. And this is a huge victory for the party because it has managed to break off or shake off its Delhi-centric tag. It has managed to win a full state with a very handsome, mandate. And that gives a lot of hope to Aam Aadmi Party because it is aiming now to spread its wings further. Later this year, you are going to have elections in Himachal, you are going to have elections in Gujarat. But between the two states, Gujarat is learning that the Aam Aadmi Party is going to focus very intensely on because they are already there present in Gujarat. They have fought local elections, and even in 2017, Arvind Kejriwal had decided to fight assembly elections in Gujarat, but withdrew at the last moment and had said that those who support the Aam Aadmi Party may give their vote to those who can. Who have the chance of defeating the BJP. Now, coming back to Punjab, huge expectations are on the party, huge responsibilities also on the shoulders of Bhagwant Mann. The moment he takes the oath as the Chief Minister, all eyes are on the first decisions that he is going to announce. And this also is expected to be very important decisions and completely in keeping in line with what Arvind Kejriwal himself has done every time he has become Chief Minister. The first decisions that he announces are very people-centric, very people-friendly, and something that would affect a large number of people, and something that immediately keeps the promise that the party has made in the run-up to the polls. We are learning that Bhagwant Mann alone is going to take oath on the 16th of March in Khattar Kalan, and the rest of the cabinet we are getting to hear are going to take their oath later. So definitely, big days for Bhagwant Mann, huge responsibility on the party there in Punjab, and the party's performance elsewhere will also depend on how they perform in Punjab.
Rupashri, right now you were talking a little bit about how the party is planning just to appoint Bhagwant Mann, not to introduce the entire cabinet at the same time. And you were saying a little earlier about how that is important because they're trying to keep a focus on Bhagwant Mann, not cloud that obviously with Arvind Kejriwal's very, very prominent face. I want to understand a little bit more from you here. Tell our audiences a little bit more about the promises AAP has made in Punjab and a little bit about the strategy to fulfill them that we might know about.
Well, the Aam Aadmi Party has made huge promises in Punjab. Number one, something that affects a lot of people is that it has promised justice in the sacrilege case. And that involves action, that involves filing FIR, and that involves following that action through. The Aam Aadmi Party also has promised free electricity, free water. They have promised 1,000 rupees to every woman above the age of 18. They have promised to open schools, colleges. They have promised to open mohalla clinics in every village. Bring in reforms in education. So essentially, they've really promised a lot in Punjab. Everything that the Aam Aadmi Party probably has wanted to do in Delhi, they have promised over there. the kind of government that you are going to have there is also going to be very different from the kind of government that Punjab has experienced so far. Remember, this mandate is also being seen as a rejection of the traditional parties in Punjab and the traditional way politics and power has been exercised in Punjab. And which is why when Bhagwant Mann actually addressed his MLAs for the first time after winning that election, he actually said that every MLA should, stay in his own constituency or her own constituency, cater to the needs of people over there, must ensure that people in villages do not have to come to Chandigarh to get their work done. And he also said that people are tired of knocking on doors, tired of giving files again and again, tired of trying to get their small work done, and that should not happen. And that is something very much what Arvind Kejriwal has said before. The first time that he took over as chief minister, second time that he took over as chief minister, these are the kind of promises that even he makes. And remember, I don't know whether you would remember or not, or whether our viewers would remember or not. But the first time after when he took oath as chief minister, he had actually, ordered all his officers to sit on the road with the benches and tables and solve the grievances of people. And that day there was a stampede, and they had to really go back into the secretariat. So that is the kind of the desire or the ambition that the party has, or the chief of the party has, that it is not the government that should go to the people. It is not the people that should come to the government. It is actually the government that should go to the people. Now, it remains to be seen how far Bhagwant Mann can be, or will be able to do that in Punjab. Now, they also have promised to eradicate the VIP culture. It also remains to be seen how it is all idealism. Now the party has won this massive mandate. It is yet to soak in, but maybe 6 months down the line, how many of them are going to stick to the path? That is also something that has really to be watched. And because of the high expectations, there is also a danger of not fulfilling them. Remember, this time when we were on the campaign trail in Punjab, one of the people we met actually showed us, one woman actually showed us the kind of job cards that the Congress party had given in the run-up to the elections in 2017, and she showed us 5 cards, and she said that, see, I still have my job cards. They had promised that they would give us jobs. They have not given us a single job. My children are educated, but even after they try, they don't get jobs. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party has done the same thing in these elections. They have also given job cards. They have also given guarantee cards. So they have to fulfill the expectations of people. Otherwise, there could be a strong sense of disappointment among them. But right now, if you speak to people in Punjab, even when I was there just a day back, there seems to be tremendous confidence in Bhagwant Mann as a leader. Everybody that you speak to, especially on the ground, say "Nek banda hai," he'll do good for Punjab. And people have faith in the delivery model of Arvind Kejriwal, the believability that he has done it in Delhi, he can do it in Punjab also. He has a kind of credibility in the eyes of voters in Punjab. So that is what works for the party in Punjab, but it remains to be seen how quickly and how fast they can move. The party realizes that, because Bhagwant Mann actually in his address to the MLAs also said that you have to hit the ground running. It is not, you cannot give yourself targets that this month I'm going to do this and the next month I'm going to do that. You have to give yourself targets which have to be achieved every single day. So that is the kind of expectations that are there on him. And this